Hi, I'm Caitlin, and this is Book Chats, and these are my successes, struggles, and soon-to-bes for the month of July. Probably the most obvious success that I've had this month. I finally kind of got into a rhythm of regularly posting videos. I'm so excited about that. What I finally realized is I have to batch edit. I have to sit down and dedicate time, usually on the weekend, to batch edit a bunch of videos all at once. And it was so nice just to be in dialogue with you guys almost the entire month. Any given day I might get a comment from someone, and it wasn't because any single video got so many comments. It was because I was posting regularly and you guys were being so gracious. I almost caught up in my debut reading for the year. I have a ton of debuts that I've been able to get out of the library, and I've just struggled to read them because there was one particular debut that was holding me up because it was really bad. A review for that will be forthcoming. I read 4 debuts in July, which was actually my goal for the month. I read 2 right at the end for Booktubeathon, and it was awesome. I liked all but one of them, and the one I didn't like, I really didn't like. And I now just have to film reviews for those and get those reviews up, so spoiler, that's a soon-to-be. My other 2 really big successes I want to talk to you guys about. One of them is that I finally talked to my landlord about calling an exterminator, and he came, and I got rid of this awful bug problem I have had for much longer than I'm willing to admit. And it was just such a relief, and it was just a symbol of, like, stop, like, talking yourself out of it, like, just ask. Like, I can't even explain to you guys how much stress I felt over this, and then all I did was ask, and then magically it was all fixed within a week, and it's so wonderful. The other big thing is something I teased, of course, in my last video, and that is that I finally asked for a raise. This is something I've been wanting to do for like almost the entire year, longer than the entire year, more long than I'm willing to admit. And I finally sat down and did it, and I am just so proud of myself for finally asking. I felt like one of my big lessons of July was to just stop talking myself out of things and just ask. And so that, I do really consider it a success that I asked. But kind of segueing into struggles, I didn't necessarily get the raise that I wanted to see. I didn't get exactly what I was hoping for. And the struggle alongside that is when I thought about it, and I thought about it in relation to the work that I do, I realized that I've really started stagnating at work. I'm not growing as much as I'd like to. And so I am kind of trying to think going forward, how do I make sure that I grow at work? One of my kind of goals for August is to really start pushing myself to continue to grow at work. Another big struggle has been prayer. Prayer is really important to me. I had weekly prayer meetings through grad school with a really awesome friend of mine. But since I've been living on my own in Texas, I have not really been praying as much. And so one of my big goals for August is to really get good at praying again and being in dialogue with God. And that's twofold. I'm going to try to be praying on my own a lot more. But I also would like to do regular prayer with friends again. So I'm not sure exactly what shape this will take. When I was in DC, we met in person. But I'm kind of thinking that maybe what might be better is to do like a weekly Google Hangout with whoever among my friends wants to come and talk about what we're going through, what prayer requests we have are, and pray together for each other in that time and space. So that is something I'm maybe going to start up soon. And if you would maybe be interested in that, please let me know down below. I'm not really sure, it's not fully formed yet. I would like to bring prayer and regular prayer specifically back into my life. And then the third and final struggle I'm going to talk about should be really obvious to any of you who watched my August TBR, which is that I have struggled to read the books on my shelf. Unwrapped some really big ones to start with, and I unexpectedly was invited to be part of a pretty awesome book club that in July was reading a book a week, which is not impossible for me. In fact, I read a book a week all the time, but it does significantly decrease the other reading you can do, and so I took that as an excuse to not read the books that I unwrapped. So I am really hoping to improve that, especially in August. Don't have a nice cute segue right into my soon-to-bes. I'm just gonna start. Now, obviously, coming up will be more debut reviews on this channel. I've filmed one and I have 3 more to film, and then I will hopefully be continually reading debuts and getting those reviews up for you guys. Of course, right at the end of August and the beginning of September, I'm so excited for BookNet Fest. If you haven't yet signed up for BookNet Fest and you're planning to go, there are now signups and registration, and you need to do that. Registration is free if you're not going to Harry Potter World. If you are going to Harry Potter World, you can get a group ticket to Harry Potter World or get one on your own. I think the group ticket price is just like $115, but I could be wrong, don't quote me on it. But you really want to register whether or not you're going to Harry Potter World. You really need to register if you're going to the Saturday full of panels, because you're going to get a cute little badge that is like, has been sponsored by Owl Crate, so it has like Owl Crate art on it, and it's going to be awesome. And then that will get you into everything on Saturday, and there's already a list of all of the panels up for Saturday, and they all sound really awesome. I'm really excited about this event. And if you are going to this event, make sure you let me know, because I will want to find your wonderful face at this event. So if you are going to this event, by the way, on Friday, if you're like getting in on Friday, but you're not going to Harry Potter World and you want to like say hi, I am getting in for Friday, but not going to Harry Potter World. I'm going to have a pool day and probably film some collabs and just have a nice relaxing day. And so you're welcome to say hi to me on September 1st. Tweet me and I will talk to you about that. Anyway, the very last thing I want to mention is just something I want to kind of figure out if you guys would be into. I have been thinking recently, and this is not just because Goodreads lets you count them now, but it helps, that there are a couple books that I really would like to reread. But it feels like I have so many other books to read that it's like, oh, can I really like put down all these books that I'm supposed to be reading to like reread an old favorite? And so what I've decided is I think that I want to do an event for rereading in October. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to call it yet, but I think I'm going to do, like, encourage anyone who wants to join in with me to join in. I am going to try to focus kind of different items around October rereading on both rereading and then reviewing the things that we reread, because one of the things that makes me want to reread is that I have these books that I loved, but I read them before I was writing like really good reviews and before I was filming reviews, and now I'm like, well, I haven't read them in so long, I don't know if I could do an honest or quality review without rereading. So I'm putting together my list of rereads with an eye towards reviewing, and I want other people who participate with me to do that as well if they'd like. And then I might have prizes. I haven't decided yet. But if this sounds like something you'd be interested in participating in, and you're like, yeah, I would totally do a reread themed month in October with you, please let me know down below so I know if it's worth like making it a big thing and making graphics and making prizes up and rules and for entry and stuff, or if I should just keep it between me and like Stephanie, my friend at Shy Notebooks, who is my book twin and who I first batted this idea around with. And like, it's fine if you guys don't want to participate, I'll just like keep it small then, but if you're interested, please let me know, because if enough people are interested, I definitely want to make like an event out of it. And so those are my successes, struggles, and soon-to-bes for the month of July. Thank you so much for watching along with me and for all of your encouragement on my last video. Thank you just for coming on this journey with me. Let me know down below what your successes, your struggles, and your soon-to-bes have been. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.